Hi, today we're gonna be ranking the areas of my life. So let's get started. I'm gonna be looking here for a while because that's where my laptop is. I'm gonna briefly explain the categories, the ranking systems. First of all, we have PUS, which is PUS. Moving on, we have Fiercest Fears, which is not as good as PUS, but Fiercest Fears, so it's a little like above or below, should I say. Then we have kind of in the middle, well, yes. It is something in the middle ground. It's not like horribly bad, but it's not like PUS. So yeah, something in between. And then we have OW, which is the transitional phase before Please Forget Me. And I don't know if we're gonna put something in the O, but Please Forget Me is like the lowest thing on earth, and that generally means that I don't wanna relive that time frame, that era of my life, whatever. So let's get started. The first thing that we have, Lana Del Rey, Coquette, era, Americana, Coquette, whatever. So this was 2023, I guess. Yeah, that was like 3 years ago. I was really obsessed with Lana Del Rey. I listened to every single bit of her songs, every album, every unreleased song. I knew a lot of unreleased songs. That was crazy for me. I would say it was a good era because I did, as a Lana fan, well, at the time, however we were on TikTok, romanticize everything. I watched the Essentials, the Virgin Suicides, the Girl Interrupted, and movies like that. Also, well, I tried to romanticize everything and it worked in my favor, and I would say that really helped the quality of my life at that time. So I'm remembering this with positive vibes, I would say. So I would place it at Fiercest Fears. I wouldn't say it's PUS, because it's not the best era of me, the best time of my life, and I still have my fair share of problems and stuff. Would I go back? Honestly, just to relive some of the moments and to feel the romanticization of life, how I felt generally, is unmatched. Okay, we're moving on. We have the next phase is my pseudo emo era, emo phase. I would call it more grungy, but I did listen to a lot of 2000s emo music. I was obsessed with My Chemical Romance. I was obsessed with Paramore. I also listened to a lot of Russian emo songs, because I by then recently watched School of 2010, which left a huge influence on me, and that was like kind of like my turning point of coloring my hair and doing smoky eyes every day, and dressing kind of dark, I would say. That was cool for me. I looked really good, but besides that, I would say mentally I wasn't doing as good. Shocker. You watch a depressing TV show and you don't do good mentally. But let me think actually. Yeah, at that time I wasn't doing well mentally, and at school, my principal didn't like, she kind of put this mental burden on me because I looked a certain way. I dressed out and colored my hair and did makeup, well, which is kind of looked down upon in our country. And overall, I would say yeah, you know what? Yeah. I would say fierce is fierce. Would I go back? No. Do I want to look like that again? Yeah, I would. So I would say that this era is fierce just because of my looks, of how I looked, how I dressed, how everything like that, and my music taste. I need to get back and listen to that. Okay, moving on. We have my art hoe phase. So this was 2019. I would say late 2018 and all of 2019, start of 2020. That was peak of my life. I would say I generally loved drawing at that point of time. I drew every single day. I did it when I was bored, when I had free time. I always had my sketchbook with me. I always had my alcohol markers. I also drew a lot digitally. I actively posted on my social media, and that was really cool for me artistically, and I was really happy at the time, just because, well, nothing was going on for me, and I was like, how old was I was like 11, 12. So that's kind of like the peakest that your life can get. Yeah, that was a really fun era, and I loved the vibes. I remember I had my Devil Town alarm. I woke up every single day to Devil Town's colder in the summertime. That was cool. Yeah, I would go back, really. That was so fun, and I remember all the VS Code things, and the Stranger Things just came out. Wow. And Starbucks was at peak. Oh my god, I live for this era. I would put it in purse. Would I go back? Definitely yes. Was I happy? Absolutely. Do I want to relive it? Yes, absolutely. Do I have nostalgia? Yes. Is it bad? I don't know. But puss is puss. Okay, moving on. We have my chronically online era. I don't know what to say. That was 2022. Basically, to sum it up, I was on Discord 24/7. I was on Twitter 24/7 picking fights. I was doing nothing but what in my room, watch TikToks and play Overwatch with my friends, or any other games, Roblox. Wow, what a time. I would say I was happy then, but that's just because I Didn't really go to school because it was like the quarantine, and I stayed on TikTok 24/7. I played video games, and my only worries were like, I wanna buy this game, or this game is my PC is not too good enough for this game. Well, that was fun. That was also the time I would say I got some trauma from, because I got doxxed one time on Discord. Crazy, completely optional, by the way. Like, I didn't know why I felt like if something happens to me on Twitter or Discord, it would be the end of my life. That was the time I also got into K-pop. That was cool though. Well, basically, I did a whole lot of nothing. I did absolutely nothing. Just wasted my 13 and 14 and 15 years away. But that was good while it lasted. Would I go back? Not really. I don't think I would have as much fun as I did, well, when I did this, when I was in this era. But no, I don't like remembering this. I don't like seeing the version of me that was in this era. I clearly needed help. I would say I would place it in yeah. Okay. Then we have moving on, we have my wannabe straight era. Straight to Please Forget Me. This is the lowest point of my life, honestly. Sounding weird, but that was the time 2 years ago, I think, when I wanted to look and present myself masculine and straight, which I wasn't, and deep inside I knew I wasn't, but I still pushed myself into this agenda. Not my proudest moments, not my best time of life, obviously. Mentally I was trashed, and not only did I suffer, but my friends too. That was a really bad time for me. Would never go back, would never try to fit in ever again, especially to try and fit into the straight persona, which I am obviously isn't. That's why we're placing it in Please Forget Me, because well, thank God I forget that this part of me existed, but like sometimes I remember and I'm like, wow, I should have just really, I don't know, did something to me. Well, yeah, it was a really dark time, so we're placing it and Please Forget Me. This one I will save for later. Now we will talk about my pre-Arto era, which was my animation meme era. That was in 2017, I would say 2017-2018, which was the peak of animation memes on YouTube, and I miss it so much. It is pretty similar to my art hall era, because I was so active creatively It was so fun, and just do anime. I was really obsessed. I just spent every single day doing animation memes on Flipa Clip and watching tutorials or watching other animation memes. And at the same time, I remember this vividly. I used to come back home from school, hop onto my computer, play Minecraft, and that was like when Discord wasn't popular, so I just played Minecraft, like Bed Wars, or I just built something creative, like obviously on servers, and that was so fun. I genuinely miss this era. It was really fun. I was really carefree, and I would say, puss. It is definitely a puss category because I would rate it like a 10 out of 10. Everything was great. The grass was greener, the air was fresher, the internet was so good. Like, imagine 2017, we didn't have TikTok, we had Musical.ly, we had YouTube and Instagram, and YouTube was so pure still in its like time when, I don't know, it was so pure. I don't know how to explain it. So I really live for this era. And the last thing we have is my current era, which is I would say 2025 to 2026. From all the eras, it is hard to rank this one because I am still really living in it, but so far it's been going weird. It's like the era of change and the constant looking for myself, trying to see what fits me, what I like, what I dislike. It's like I am getting to live again, but this time it's a bit harder, and this time I need to look out for myself and like in the time where no one else will do it. But I would say it is very experimental. It is very chaotic, and that's how I envisioned my my early 20s. So I would place it in Fierce's Fears. Mentally, I would say I'm doing good. Well, decent enough. Spiritually, I am doing, I don't know, I feel at peace. I rarely feel negative or like I wanna jump off a cliff. I do feel that way sometimes, but we're all humans. We cannot be happy 24/7, so obviously. But overall speaking, my you know what? I would place it in Well Yes, because it's not fierce enough. Besides me opening more, my music taste is trash. I constantly hate what I'm listening to. My closet, I want to burn it. I hate every single piece of clothing I have. Movie taste is fire though. Besides that, I stopped drawing. Every painting beside me that I've made, it is like 2 years old at that point, because since I got into an art uni, I just stopped drawing. I can't do it. It's so painful. It's so like, ugh, I don't want to do it. Like, why would I do that in my free time? Yeah, creatively I'm stagnant, and but it's like I'm living my adulthood and figuring out my late teens, early 20s. Ooh, yeah, that goes into, well, yes, because that's not fierce. Anyway, so here's the rating. I don't know if I missed anything, but yeah, that was me yapping about the areas of my life and ranking them. Hope you liked it. Hope I didn't contribute to global warming by making this video. And bye.